Heat race number 2 now for the factory stocks. We'll find all in the pole position in this one in car number C16 tonight. Driving Chris Hennigan's entry for Tommy Mercer's Motorsports. It's Richie Patton. Richie Patton out of Weston, Louisiana. Outside of Richie Patton in car number X, it's going to be Jeremy Allen out of Simsboro, Louisiana. Inside of row number 2, Jolly Jordan in car number 88. Dalton Dubois. It's Diggin Dubois in 55D out of Robeline, Louisiana. Inside of 3, it's Bubba McEachern out of Houghton, Louisiana in the 3D Interceptor for Cleve Impson Motorsports tonight. He rides out of Houghton, Louisiana. Outside, Cousins in row number 3. Cousin inside, Cousin on the outside. It's Chris Burrows out of Heflin, Louisiana in car number 7C. And 4th row to the inside, it's going to be John Parker Jr. in car number 9. Starting inside of the 4th row and outside, always racing for my good friend or his father, Doherty Smith. It's big, sexy Cortland Smith. Cortland Smith in the Henry's Motorsports, Henry's Auto Salvage, number 7S. He's out of Ball, Louisiana, just outside of Alexandria. 2, 4, 6, 8 cars, ready to go 8 laps in distance passing point system, the name of the game. Richie Patton will put his foot through the firewall and get this party restarted in heat race number 2 for the factory stocks. It's a shuffle mid-pack, hustling into one on the start. Rolling off the exit, 2 by 2 by 2, all the way to the till. Down the extra to Patton going to get the advantage as they roll into turn number 3. And Burrows giving a shot in the shorts here to the 55D of Dubois. Dubois washes way up the racetrack, and way up top still for the speedway goes to the 7C of Burrows. Just fit and walk through the threshold. Hello, will you let me in? As McEachern trying to get on the ball. Down the back straight, they headed from turn number 3. John Parker sitting in the 2nd spot here. I'm sorry, he's in 4th. Jeremy Allen of the Simsboro rides 2nd right now on the X car. And it's all Richie Patton all the time in C16. A little bit of a shot in shorts there from McEachern now as he's going door to door here for the 3rd spot off of 2 down the back straightaway. Heading into turn number 3. Into 3 this time, getting ready to roll off of 4. Richie Patton still with the race lead, but he's bringing a bunch of hungry hounds along with him with Simsboro, Louisiana. Jeremy Allen leading that charge, sitting in 2nd as they hustle into 1. Right around the hub of the racetrack comes McEachern in the 3D Interceptor. Off of 2, down the back straight, still neck and neck for 3rd. McEachern has the nose up on him, and Allen bobbles. Here comes McEachern, 3 wide for 2nd. 3 wide for 2nd momentarily. McEachern around the hub of the racetrack, couldn't go any lower than Mudcat and Bayou LaForce. Down the front stretch, they come into 1. As John Parker Jr. has snookered. He'll get 2, maybe for the price of 1. Won't be able to get the job done just yet. It's racy tonight, baby. Into 3. Here comes McEachern. McEachern around the hub of the racetrack. You couldn't slide the Holy Spirit right there between the door panels. Off of 4 they come. Down the front straightaway back into turn number 1. It's heating up at the Revolution Raceway Park. Off the exit of 2, heading down the back straightaway. It's a 3-horse race for 2nd. Richie Patton's going to be loving what he sees on the proverbial rearview mirror right now. Into turn number 3 they come. It's now 4 cars underneath Grandma's quilt for 2nd. The white flag comes out. Who's it going to be for 2nd? Richie Patton appears he has this all but stun up into the bag. Into 1. Final time. McEachern around the hub. Simsboro's Jeremy Allen. Look at this 4-horse race for 2nd. Richie Patton, he's going to throw the checkered flag into his hip pocket. A slide job move by McEachern to wash from the bottom to the top. Drag racing up a 4 line. 3 wide for 2nd at the line. McEachern gets it. Yeah, baby. It may have not been for the win, but you can turn to your neighbor like you're at church on Saturday morning, look at him right now and say, if you don't like what you just saw, then guess what? Head on to the house because you don't like racing too much, do you? I want to hear you, Revolution Raceway Park. How about that race for 2nd? That's what I'm talking about. That's why we love factory stock racing so much. That's why these guys are racing for $2,500 tonight. Ain't nobody taking their lunch money. Well, that'd get me fired up every time. I don't care how many races I call. How about it, though, taking the victory, folks? He loved what he saw in the proverbial rearview mirror. Richie Patton, your winner of heat race number 2 for the factory stocks. snagging second. Washed all the way from the bottom side, from the basement all the way to the Rockin' on the Red Rooftop Party. The 3D Interceptor of Bubba McEachern will grab second. The 9 of John Parker and the X of Jeremy Allen. What an absolute display that was for second. Come on, somebody. You didn't tell me I was going to be preaching tonight. Heat race number 3 now for the factory stocks. You'll find on the pole position. What do you think of that race, Eli? It's good. It's good. Chad Callender behind the wheel of JT Turner's Motorsports number 3500's body shop entry. Just talked with JT. He informed me that Chad was behind the wheel of his hot rod tonight. As JT's at home, I believe. Well, he's working right now, but he is a proud new father. Congratulations to you, JT, brother. Wish you could be here racing, but no, you got to provide for that baby and your family, man. But glad you're watching back on RaceOnTexas.com tonight. So Chad Callender, the hired gun behind the wheel of the Turner Motorsports number 35S tonight. Outside, really, Matthew Lindsay in car number 721. And inside of number 2 out of Florine, Louisiana. He's a 5-time Sabine Motor Speedway track champion down in Manny, Louisiana, the Southern Stocks. It's Brian Cook in 100. Outside, it's car number B75 of Shannon Wilhite. Shannon Wilhite in B75. Inside of 3, jumping the 100, just won $8,000 at the Chatham Raceway last month. It's Lee Patton. Lee Patton in the number 100 for the Mercer Motorsports Bobby's Body Shop Outlaw Racing Chassis with a John McLemore PTS power plant underneath the hood supplying the power. And outside of Patton, it's going to be car number 98 of Clint Mashburn from Monticello, Arkansas. And 4th row to the inside, it's going to be car number 32 at Jason Ford. And the Huffman, out of Huffman, Texas, the flying Hawaiian Dylan Alasko. Dylan Alasko in car number 41, making his first ever start at the Revolution Raceway Park tonight. That's about a 6-hour haul for that young man. Dylan Alasko was top qualifier at the 10,000 win King of the Hill at Boot Hill Speedway 2 Augusts ago. Keep your eyes on car number 41. The hustle and grind resumes. It begins with heat race number 3. Off the exit at corner number 2. As a very, very slight drizzle coming down from the Monroe night sky here. Heat race number 3, but nonetheless, no harm and no foul. The racetrack is money right now, Nick Brown. Hustling down the boulevard into 1 and 2. It's going to be all Chad Callender right now. Callender's fielded cars in his race career for Kyle Cummings, the likes of Ryan Burks, 2 dominant racers. Tonight, he's the hired gun. And that Hunter's Body Shop, number 35S. I always think of Chris Gorman when I see that. When I see Hunter's Body Shop, and that number 35. Off of 2, down on the back straightaway comes, and that JT Turner Motorsports entry. The hired gun for Turner tonight. Callender leads over Florine, Louisiana's Brian Cook and an Outlaw chassis. That's a pair of 100s. Second and third is Patton under pressure off of turn number 4 down the front straight by the 32 of Jason Ford. Ford gets the door slammed shut in front of his face. Off the exit of 2, heading down the back straightaway. Alasko through the infield, Dukes of Hazzard style. Nearly close to the skidder tire. Off of turn number 4. For the race lead off of 4 to the inside. Brian Cook and a K. Dillard Racing Shock supplying the dig. K. Dillard on the pole tonight of the 30,000 to win Firecracker 100, trying to become the first driver ever to win that event back-to-back in his 26-year history. And off the exit of corner number 4 this time, Brian Cook smelling it to the inside for the race lead. Nothing doing yet. Great racing to kick off tonight here at the Rev. Into turn number 3 they come. Cook drives it much deeper off into the corner than Callender does that time, but Callender's up to the challenge. He says, okay. He puts his foot to the firewall and separates himself by a car length into 1. Drives back down to the low side of the speedway to protect. Cook stirs in papers. Callender says, we'll see you in court. And get the hell out of my house. Into turn number 3. Now it's a 3-horse race. Jason Ford's there, knocking on the back door like a trick-or-treater with a sweet tooth, and around goes nearly Cook. Oh, boy. How about a shot in the shorts? A shot in the shorts that Cook's going to hurt his chances, and Callender may scoot away to victory lane in this one, and he will. final time, and it turns 3 and 4, and off of 4 to a face full of checkered flag. It's Bad Chad Callender, your winner of heat race number 3 for the factory stocks. And Lee Patton just gave up the ghost. Mama always said there'd be days like this. Hate that for Lee Patton. That thing ain't even got no power. What a heat race that was, folks. The heat race winner going to go to the driver as the hired gun tonight. Minden, Louisiana's Chad Callender to the Hunter's Body Shop number 35S. Finishing in second to the 100 out of Florine, Louisiana, the 5-time track champion down in Manny, Louisiana at Sabine Motor Speedway, Brian Cook. And finishing in third from Leesville, Louisiana, Jason Ford in car number 32. We roll heat race number 4 for the factory stocks now on the speedway and on the pole position tonight. From Shreveport, Louisiana, the reigning O'Reilly Auto Parts 16th annual Cajun Cruiser Classic winner at Gene Borders Arclitech Speedway. In the Triple X Rocket, the owner of Hitman Designs. And the WW Timber entry, it's Trouble Sean Graham in Triple X. Outside of Trouble, it's Heller High Cotton, David Cotton in car number 99X outside pole in 99X. In the 100, it's going to be Ross the Boss, Ross Cook in 100. How many 100s do we have here tonight? Outside of row number 2 in car number 23, it's Daniel Jones from Provençal, Louisiana. And the Jones Septic Systems number 23 Outlaw Racing Chassis. Inside of row number 3 in car number 13, it's going to be hot damn it, it's Jeff Hammett. Jeff Hammett in car number 13. Outside of Jeff Hammett tonight in the 88M at a Colfax, Louisiana feature winner this season. It's the 88M of Joshua Martin. Joshua Martin in the J&M Sandblasting Parker Lee Project number 88M. He's also in an Outlaw Racing Chassis. And fourth row to the inside, it'll be Dwayne Rains in car number 7L out of Anacoco, Louisiana. Anybody know where Anacoco is? No? Yeah, that's a poke in a plum town. You poke your head out the window rolling through Anacoco, you look over and then you plumb through it. And rounding out the field in this one, in car number 41W will be Austin Wright. I just had a friend message me that hadn't been to the racetrack in quite some time. He said, are these cars on slicks? They are indeed on slicks. They're on the Hoosier F45 asphalt pull-off tire. They're hand-me-downs, what we call them. They're a bunch of doped-up tires. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know, just kidding. That was kind of a conversation, but we're checking that kind of stuff. We're not allowed to do that. Believe it or not, these cars hook up to the racing service very well. And we've been utilizing them in this class since 2004, when this class originated here around the Arclitex by track owner of Arclitex Speedway, Gene Border. 2, 4, 6, 8 cars ready to go. Once again, 8 laps of distance. The passing point system implemented. You got some heavy hitters in this one. Keep your eyes on car number 88M of Joshua Martin. He's a feature winner this season at the Speedway. He's got 4 wins at 3 different racetracks. 105 Speedway, Thunder Valley, and right here at the Rev. As we roll off of 4, this time to the green flag with Trouble Sean Graham, your pole sitter. Kind of a wild start for Daniel Jones. They'll hustle and sling him off into 1. Off the exit of 2, head down the back straightaway in your 4th factory stock heat of the night. It's Trouble Sean Graham, who looked to lead lap number 1. He will off of 4 Triple X. Daniel Jones makes a wild evasive move there and crossing in front of the nose of the 13 of Hammett, relegating him back to the 6th spot, the 88 of Joshua Martin. Said you better, oh, and around goes the 100 right in front. It's Ross Cook. And a nice evasive move by Martin, but it hurts him. And the good news is that he'll get a prayer Mary as the caution flag will come out on the racetrack. So Ross Cook lost the handle, could not corral the wheel, and the car snapped loose on him. Didn't quite have enough scotch on those slick tires that time and turned 1 and 2. If I was these guys, I'd be spraying 3M on my tires. They get disqualified too. So it's Trouble Sean Graham, your race leader in Triple X, who led the first lap here of your heat race number 4 here for the factory stocks. Sean Graham coming off the biggest racing season, successful season of his racing career, capped it off by winning the most prestigious, the original factory stock crown jewel, the 16th annual O'Reilly Auto Parts Cajun Classic. $5,000 victory for Graham at the Arclotech Speedway last October. Was his 8th win of the year. Lights are out. Graham leads us back to the green flag. We'll find out as Josh Martin slides up the racetrack. Opens up the door for hot damn it. Here comes Jeff Hammett. Jeff Hammett from Terrell, Texas, up on the wheel tonight. He'll hello and goodbye the 88M on Joshua Martin and have him sit down and take him a seat. Love you, Josh, but please sit down. Hustling down the boulevard, they come into 1. Cotton in 5th relegates the 7A of Dwayne Rains out of Anacoco. Ross Cook trying to get back what he lost. Into turn number 3, Graham, your race leader. Daniel Jones up to 2nd in car number 23 as they hustle off at turn number 4 and head down Main Street, this time into turn number 1. So the hustle and grind has continued on here. Tick-tock, the race clock goes. 2 sticks left this time off of turn number 4 for Trouble Sean Graham. Oh, tough break for Dano. Daniel Jones off the pace, headed to the Heartbreak Hotel. Man, he can't buy luck. It's like LeBron James throwing the lane this year for the LA Lakers in the playoffs against the Phoenix Suns. Goodness gracious. The white flag is out, and Grant has dominated this heat race. It's been no contest. A little bit of a shot in the shorts to Hammett from Martin. Martin letting him know he's here, trying to rattle his cage. Will he be able to get by? 3-horse race for 4th. Off of 2, down the back straightaway. Sean Graham will coast the victory lane in Triple X. A face full of checkered flags. Sean Graham dominates heat race number 4 for the factory stocks. Off of 4 to the line. Jeff Hammett will grab 2nd. And Josh Martin 3rd, 4th to go to David Cotton. And Anacoco's Dwayne